Hey, who's this flash, Harry?
Guys, take a look at this. Nice, huh?
You do weddings, do you? Can you find someone to marry my missus? She's wearing me out.
You send her in my direction, son. I'll sort her out.
You fancy a large family, do you?
Right, you pillar. Shift that heap. Get it parked.
Wait, I'd get someone to look at that suspension if I were you.
Morning.
Oh, yeah. Boy, there's some money about.
Not in my pocket, they're in.
Mine neither, mate. Mine neither.
Tell you what, though, the bloke who owns this is going to have to dig in. I reckon Tosh was right about that suspension. It's sharp.
Well, just maybe there's something heavy in the boot. Let's have a look, eh?
Be careful.
What?
Well, we don't know what's under there, do we?
Can't be daft. Can't be much, can it?
God, Bennett. Is this stuff for real or what?
You have got to be joking.
Come in.
This is Stern, sir.
Thank you, Haynes. Ah, Mrs. Stern. How do you do? I'm Chief Inspector Conway. Now, hopefully we can get all this cleared up very quickly and you can be on your way.
I do hope so, Inspector. This has all been very inconvenient.
Yes, I'm sure it has. Well, really, it's all just formality, although there are a couple of things I'm a little curious about.
Are you?
Well, yes. You see, normally when people find their car missing, whether it be stolen or towed away for some reason, then I expect any amount of irate phone calls demanding immediate action and the like. Now, your car was first spotted by my officers at 9:20 this morning. Yet we didn't hear from you until just before 12 o'clock. Now, I am a bit puzzled. I mean, what did you do when you found the car had gone?
Do? I got a taxi, of course.
I see. You didn't think to report it?
Of course I thought. But it's absolutely true, isn't it? There's never a policeman around when you need one. You see, I'm giving a dinner party this evening, and I really have far too much to do. I got the little girl from the hairdresser's to ring you. After all, the car is insured. It would either show up or it wouldn't. And besides, there was nothing valuable in it.
Ah, well now. Are you sure of that?
I'm certainly not aware of anything.
I see. So it'd be a surprise to you to find out that the boot was loaded down with ingots of silver.
I didn't know that.
Well, forgive me, but you don't sound very surprised.
My husband is a bullion dealer, Inspector. You didn't know that. So I must assume that the silver is his. But I don't involve myself in my husband's affairs. So why it is in the car, I really couldn't tell you. Mind you, it does seem just a little bit careless. After all, it could get stolen, couldn't it?
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Thank you.
Why are police stations such dreary places? Don't you find it all rather depressing, dear? I hope you have a nice, safe place for it.
Well, you can't get much safer than a police station, now can you, madam?
Thank you, dear. Such a pity that uniform is so unbecoming, isn't it?
Yes, madam. Oh, don't forget the seatbelt, madam. Goodbye. Silly bitch.
One of these days, mate. One of these days.
Not in this job.
And it's not been neat. Nothing reported. And most transactions are on paper, you know, lines of credit between dealers and so on. They don't actually shift the stuff physically very often, not unless it's millions.
Well, it's come from somewhere. Surely dealers have stocks.
Yeah, well, like I say, some of them get a bit cagey when you try and pin them down. You got maybe 30 or so around here, but what they've got in their own vaults, I don't know.
But we know where it originates.
We know the refineries, but after that, things tend to get a wee bit hazy.
Serial numbers?
Yeah, that's why we're going to see this chap's partner.
We're going to look right mugs if it's all above board.
What does your nose tell you?
Poke around a bit.
So tell me, how can I help you?
We're making inquiries about some silver bullion that's come into our hands.
Yes, really.
Do dealers keep much stock on the premises?
What, in bullion form, you mean? Ingots? Well, only a very modest amount, if at all.
But if I wanted to buy a bar of silver, I could come in here and buy it. Over the counter, like.
Well, if you had the funds, I'm sure we could accommodate you.
And how modest is your stock?
Forgive me, look, I don't wish to appear uncooperative, but I'm really not quite sure where all this is leading. I mean, are we talking about stolen bullion, by any chance? I mean, if so, I can't help you, I'm sorry.
That's what we're trying to ascertain, Mr. Stiegmüller.
Well, perhaps we would make more progress if your questions were a little less circuitous.
Very well. You have a partner, Mr. Stone?
Yes, he's not here at the moment.
When do you expect him back?
Later this afternoon, why?
His car was stolen this morning. Not for long. Just some joyriders. But when we got it back to this station, we found a stack of silver ingots in the boot.
My goodness.
Quite. About £80,000 worth, according to our information.
Really?
Clearly that would not be considered normal practice, would it?
Well, no, it's most unusual. Most unusual.
That's what we thought.
We asked Mrs. Stone, but she doesn't know anything about it.
Vera? I'm Mrs. Stone. She's not hurt, is she?
Hurt? Oh, no. She'd just been to the hairdresser's. Apart from that, no harm done.
Good. Well, and this bullion, where did it come from?
That's what we were hoping you might be able to tell us. We thought perhaps it might be part of your modest stock.
I really think that this is a question we should be asking Mr. Stern.
Well, your partner's right.
Oh, yes, indeed we are. But you see, it's not always possible to know exactly where each of us is all the time.
You must compare notes.
Well, yes, we pool our resources at the end of the day, as it were. But you see, much of our business is done on a person-to-person basis.
The old school tie, like.
I say old school tie, if you like, although a man's word is his bond. Might be more apposite. You see, next to gold, perhaps the most precious commodity in our business is a man's line of credit. Implications of what you're saying, very damaging.
You spoke to my partner without my knowledge. I'd call that an intrusion.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's the nature of the job. If we see something that clearly isn't the norm, we're obliged to take a closer look.
Yeah, but who's to say what is the norm? Your perception or mine?
In here, mine.
The police mentality, I suppose.
Comes with the territory.
Now, look, young man, how I run my business is no concern of yours.
If it ends up in our backyard, it is.
And your inquiries could well have caused considerable damage to my reputation. No smoke without a fire. You've got to plant ideas in people's minds, you know.
But you're saying there wasn't a fire.
Yeah, well, the fire, such as it is a purely domestic affair.
Then there should be no problem.
Yeah, but your intrusions could cause ripples, which would have business implications.
What are you saying exactly?
You have no evidence of a crime having been committed, am I right? And nobody's reported any stolen bullion. And I'm not saying anything. Exactly. So if you've got no crime, you've got no charge. And I'm a very busy man, so if you'd just like to return my property to me.
I don't think we can do that.
I beg your pardon?
I said I don't think we can do that. Not yet, anyway.
You better have a good reason.
Oh, come on, sir. You're a businessman. You know how things are. Paperwork, procedures. I tell you what, just to put your mind at rest, come with me. All the stuff's locked away.
I don't give a damn where it is.
No, really, we'd be a lot happier if you know that it's safe. If you don't mind, sir. Please.
And in the meantime, I'll see what I can do about releasing it.
I'm sure you've seen these before. Security locks. Probably got them in your premises.
Can we get on with this?
Of course, sir. Excuse me. There we are, sir. Oh, dear. Here we are. After you, sir.
Thank you.
Sergeant Mottram, key to cell number 2, please.
You're not serious. You're not going to tell me you locked it in a cell?
Oh, yes. Safest place in the building. Nobody can get in here or out. There we are. All tucked up safe and sound.
Yeah. Yeah, very reassuring. How long's this charade going on for?
Charade? I don't know what you mean, sir.
I don't know what you think you're up to. I think you're just stalling. You've got nothing. And all this nonsense is just going nowhere.
We do have to cover every angle, sir. We don't want any loose ends. This way, sir. Please.
Ah. Everything to your satisfaction, sir?
Just a few more questions and I think we've finished.
Now, you mentioned something about a domestic affair.
Yeah. Well, you heard the eternal triangle, I take it?
Yes.
Well, that's what I meant by domestic affair.
Affair as in...
Exactly.
And which side of the triangle are you?
The wrong side.
Your wife?
Yes.
And...
Yes.
Ah.
Some things a man doesn't have to share with his partner.
And the bullion?
Tools of the trade.
Tools?
What you lot probably call a blunt instrument.
I assume you weren't planning on throwing it at someone?
No, I wasn't. No need to resort to physical violence to destroy someone.
Or discredit them?
The light dawns at last.
I'm still not quite clear how you intended to use the silver.
Well, I wanted Stigmuller out of the picture. He's got a flat, a town flat in Knightsbridge, and that's where he and my wife used to go to.
Have it away.
Thank you. Couldn't put it more crudely myself.
It's all right.
And
in a few days' time, there'll be a report of some missing bullion.
And it turned up at Stigmuller's flat?
Yeah.
But you might have been able to come up with a perfectly good explanation.
Wouldn't matter, would it? Story would have got out. Damage would be done.
No smoke without fire again?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably just as well for you that you weren't able to put your little plan into effect. That might have been a bit complicated, hmm? As it is, I don't think there's anything else that we need to talk about.
So I can go, can I?
Yes, for the moment. Just before you do go, perhaps you'd have a quick word with Mr. Travis here. Just a few irregularities. I'm sure you can put his mind at rest. He's from the Customs and Excise.
Aye. The VAT man.